What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to another episode of Chill with Pete. I've done it. I say I, it was more a case of we. We've moved the studio around. It was quite a monumental task. All the hard work's done. It's just fine tuning now, and there's been a few bits and pieces where I've painted a bit here and there just to touch up some paintwork and stuff, just to keep on top of things, because that's how. Oops, I'll just straighten up my curtains here, because believe it or not, I'm in front of the window. Well, you probably guessed by the paint chart behind me. This is where the gaming table used to be, and that direction used to be the painting table. Now, this is the painting desk. That way is the gaming table, which is set out. It's going to be set out all the time for games and stuff. Oh, what a task that was. That has been. Moving this all around and clearing some stuff out, throwing some stuff away and various other things, and I wasn't entirely sure the setup, and this is kind of a test run really for filming purposes as to how well it's going to progress. So although it looks pretty much the same, things like power cables and things like that have had to be moved around and stuff, but it's nice to be here in front of the window. I've got some fine tuning of things to do with my desk and stuff. I want to just the height of the legs and a couple of other things, but other than that, it's all good. We're here. We are here. Anyway, hope you all had a good Christmas. I had a great Christmas. It was nice. Had a friend around. So it was quiet. So there was like me, my wife, our friend, and our daughter. And our two dogs, and that was it. It was just a nice quiet. We had fun, played games, had a laugh, watched movies. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, what more can I say? That's perfect Christmas, isn't it? Oh, and a lovely Christmas dinner we had. So, like I say, hope you all had a good one, and I'm looking forward now to New Year, because I've got things that I want to get done. Excuse me, here we go, deal with it. Tired because I've been moving stuff around even today before filming this. But yes, so things have changed. There's been a few changes here that not that you'll notice a lot of, but just in the general organisation of things. I'm hoping to do a bit more good, better quality stuff in the new year. This is kind of, I know this is turning into a ramble, but this is what Chill with Pete's all about. Is this something you can put on in the background and just paint away or listen? Maybe some of you who don't normally watch this, because there's always a bit of a lack of content in general at this time of year, I find. Things like people's regular content that goes out usually has a bit of a break over the Christmas period, and rightly so, because everybody needs to stop and do their own thing for a while, don't they? So that's all good. Then there are others of us who carry on regardless. I think I fall into the latter, but anyway, yeah. Like I say though, I'm in front of the window now, so when I'm painting, so I keep looking off to the left, because that's where the monitor is, and that could be something I might need to change, so I might have to swap the camera and the monitor over, so I'll do that. So I'm looking at the monitor. I think that'll be best, because although the camera's got a little screen on it, which there I'm looking at it now, I don't often look at it. So when I'm looking directly at it, I'm looking directly at the camera lens. So yeah, so there are things like that that's got to change, possibly. Although this is a good angle, I notice, for doing things like this. It's more if it stops moving, it's more direct. It would probably be better for things like tutorials and things like that. So there is that. So it's probably best that the camera is where it is. I think it's the cable pulling the camera. Yeah, so I've got to sort of fine tune stuff, like I say. And yeah, So here we are. Battlefield 4 t-shirt on today. I don't. Apparently, it's a computer game. I don't play computer games, so I have no idea. It was my daughter told me it was a computer game. Actually, she said, "You realise that's a computer game?" No. Let's chill that back down a bit. Yeah, the rainbow coloured drawers are there still, although they were moved, put back. I've got another set here now with all my paints in. So I think I've finally found the solution to my paint storage. Put them all in one of these. All makes, but into colours. So now I can see at a glance what colours I'm short of. Excuse me. If I'm looking for, say, a brown, it's in the brown section. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm going to label my paint drawers. I think that's the way forward. Then I can find things easier. And I'm going to get another one. Yeah, another rack. And they're not cheap, but they're good. They're a good storage. I think whenever you've got a man cave or a hobby area, putting a little bit of money into good storage solution is a great thing to do. It really helps out yourself with the hobby and how to store things and how to find things and that kind of thing. So my painting desk has been moved and cleaned up a bit, so I've got a lot more space on here now, but realising that I'm agonisingly slow on the things I was doing, you know, pre-Christmas, so I'm going to try and get a few of those projects done. The Ford Ranger being one of them, but I'm not going to rush it. Like I say, I really do want to take my time on this project, so I'm not rushing it. Congo Adventure Pack is just a case of finishing touches, and of course I've got my White Man's Expedition now to do. So 70 points of White Man's Expedition. That's the figures you get there, and Warlord Games kindly sent me another free figure. I think I can use him in I don't know if he's more usable in like forest tribes or African kingdoms, but whichever one it is, I'll be using him for that for sure. So I got that. I've still got my Death Watch guy to finish up. So he's there, and the rest of the Death Watch, of course, which I will do. I think I'll get used to this monitor being there and things. I want to try and keep this side of my desk clear, because I want to kind of put my laptop there so I can watch stuff whilst I'm painting. You know, other people's content. It'll be good, I think, for that. Yes. I was going to film a top. I had some notes written out for a top 10. I know I haven't done one in a lifetime, but can I find them? No, I cannot find them anywhere. So that might not happen. So yeah, I might have to find something else. Another topic to do a top 10 on. Sorry about the yawning. Can't help it. I had a full night's sleep, but there you go. Everyone I know, other than immediate family, seems to be ill these days. Chest infections, colds and flus and things like that. So I hope you guys are all well. So there's that. Do I have any messages? You can tell well, the one message which I haven't done on this video is I want to try, not in every type of video, and some videos require it more so than others, but I want to try and prepare videos more. So not have a speech, but points. I used to do that, and I think it works a lot better, so I'm going to try and do that for the future. But these chill ones are fine, because like I say, they've always been just have a cup of tea and, you know, sit and chill, basically. I've been giving more thought to the black powder dilemma, the American Civil War, but I haven't come to a final solution on that one. So yeah, just keep ploughing away at that. My daughter got herself a new camera for Christmas with money that her grandmother and her uncle gave her. She just put it together and she went into PC World, had a bit of a nightmare in there because they're absolutely useless in there. So much lack of customer service, it's untrue. So I was just moving the light. But anyway, we got this camera for her. It's really, really cool. Looks like a great camera and she's chuffed to bits with it. So hopefully she'll be able to start doing more of her videos for her channel, which is what she wants to do. I mean, she's always been able to use my camera, but she likes to do things herself and be a bit more independent and stuff. So, fair play. What else? Do I have any news? Well, thankfully I jumped on the scales and I seem to be exactly the same weight as I was before Christmas, so yeah, that's a good one. Always a good sign. Means I've got less work to do now. But I think, just walking around with Valley with the dogs helps. Although didn't go today because Rufus, he's got a poorly leg. He keeps limping on it, and I've looked and checked and I can't see anything. He's not like in any obvious distress. He doesn't seem to be yelping or anything like that. He's just limping on it. I can't see anything wrong with it, but I'm going to give it a couple of days rest, and then if he's not any better, I'll probably take him to the vets. I think he might have just sprained it or something because he's always leaping up onto things and all that kind of stuff. It seems a bit sudden for something like arthritis to come overnight, or whatever. But yeah, anyway, start making sure he's wrapped up warm and things, keep the heating on and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he still seems his happy-go-lucky self, but just limping on his leg. But yeah, there we are. So what I'm going to be doing then is finishing off my Congo adventure packs. As you can see, I put the crocodiles onto clear perspex, like overly shaped ones, apart from that one, which isn't glued on it. I thought it was. Picked it up, it's not actually, but it's going to be glued. So this is clear, oops, wrong direction, clear perspex bases, and I'll just glue him onto it. Yeah, lion, which has a clear perspex base under it, but I pinned him to the base I had and put some rocks on the back because he seemed a bit top heavy and I just don't want him going anywhere. Got Father, I can't remember what he's called, Father something or other, finish his coat and stuff. Princess, can't remember her name. One of the hostages, finish off. Other than that, Chaplain Crixus, finish off a couple of bits on him, then he's ready. Finish off my Militarum Tempestus. I've got a couple of these resin fireplaces that I'm going to be put on the Congo huts that I'm doing. I've just got to finish up the last two. Then we'll be good to go. I'll have four. I'll have my village then, but I've got to do I forget what it's called, the meeting place. I'll try and get some twigs for that one and some wood and stuff. Then I think that'll be pretty much, apart from the rope bridge, my Congo stuff, terrain done, because I've done the trees and the other sort of vegetation. The table's all set out there, nice, raring to go, and I'm looking forward to getting some games in with that one. So yeah. But like I say, I've got to get these guys painted up. White Men Expeditions. Yeah, War Games Foundry, that's it. My Studio Tomahawk. You get 5 spears in it and 5 shields as well for the the Ascari, not the Ascari, the young warriors that can accompany you on your quest or whatever it is you do. Got an idea for a scenario I'll start writing at some point for that one. Ford Ranger truck, and other than that, that's about it with what I've got going on here right now this second. I don't have any other models to build, just the Ford Ranger. And I'm still working on the Orc Bomber, which is over there now, I believe. I'm just realising, oh, that's going to be interesting. Because I've got this guy here. He's going to be holding on to one of the wings or wheels or something. So it'll be like he'll be going, yeah. So that'll be an added extra for the Orc Bomber. Aesthetically, I think that'll make it look quite funny. And yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Hopefully going to be doing some D&D figure painting next year too, so I want to get back into that because that's kind of a nice avenue, extra avenue, because you can do all sorts of fantasy stuff with that, which is good. I love painting fantasy. I always wanted to get into Warhammer fantasy from the off, just to not to play the game but to paint the figures and build the figures, because the figures look so good. But yeah, anyway, that's what I've got going on at the moment. Not an awful lot, but it is a case of tidying up and finishing off, and that is going to be good for, you know, starting new things, I think. Otherwise I tend to start things and not finish them. So I've got to finish what I'm doing. So I hope you are going well with whatever projects you are working on or starting, you know, or embarking upon now. And I will see you on the next video. There will be an on the bench soon, but I want to try and plan it out a bit more in advance. Probably going to be preparing these guys on it and stuff like that, getting things ready. So there will be an on the bench, but I don't know when as yet. Schedule's a little bit the only one that's the only video series that isn't going to be affected is P&Q, because I've always said since I started my channel that one always happened every Monday without fail, and it has so far. It's doing well. It's done a couple of years, more than a couple of years now of weekly question and answers. They've been going well, so I'll be recording that one tomorrow. So if you haven't got your answers in yet, get them in. Oh, not your answers, your questions. Answer your own answers. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I think it's time I went. Anyway, guys, thanks for chilling with me. I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, all brushes lead to war.